Welcome back. In the previous video, we died, and now we have to choose if we want to die again or if we refuse to give up. I imagine if I chose the first option, we would just roll the credits. I refuse to give up. I summon of my strength in an attempt to get back on my feet, or it would be just repeating the same question again and again. However, as I try to move, unbearable intense pain shoots through my entire body. If that's how it's going to be, no, if this is reason says that in that now, I still refuse to give up. Again, I think there is will just roll the credits or the question will just keep repeating. I don't want it to end like this. I cannot ignore the intense pain coursing through my body. I reach a point where I no longer see stars as my eyes feels like they're on fire. I feel like all five of my senses are being ripped from my body. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of the pain. I'm afraid of losing my senses. I'm afraid of becoming a corpse. And the most terrifying thing is appearing without a trace for any reason at all. It's not right that it appear here. My consciousness, shot through with the waves of distortion, screams out against the injustice of it all. What was the purpose of surfing through those headaches just to fade away here and now? What were they all for if I just fade away here and now? I have to stand up. It's okay if I'm scared. It's okay if I'm in pain. I have to rise above all of that. Because I have yet to fight of my own volition and on my own terms. I recognize that voice. Hey, you soul type person over there. What does soul type means? Wait just a second, and really just 1 second. I have absolutely no idea of who you are or where you are from, but your lamentation, your perseverance. Where other gods chose to ignore you, your cries have reached my ears. Don't ask me why I'm giving her a voice like that when it's clearly a woman talking, but no, her voice is that. And with the god Ukanomitama as my witness, I say it's still worthy for this one to go on the realm of the dead. I mean, I such is absolutely charming, so is a wonderful person. Please, can I have it? Oh, how many years is of bad luck is that? How many years is that for broken glass? The sound of breaking glass is accompanied by a light cutting through the gloom. I manage to move my weary body and aching head to see what's happening. I didn't notice before, but something is slowly rising up from the floor in the middle of the room. That form. Its appearance isn't much different from that of a human being, but something else different, really so. The power emanating from it transcended that of any human, or of any enemy I faced in getting here. All the enemies you faced were balls. Anything would be different. An awesome power that seems as if it vaporize anyone it touches frozen in my body, almost against my will. Even if you weren't exactly clear why you need one, I brought you a vulpine wife from the Imperial tomb. You seem a little apprehensive. You are my master, right? Oh, I wanna say no. What happens if I say no? Oh, okay, bye. Hey, that is horrible and mean. You really need to get a clue. If you don't make a contract with me right now, you're good as that. Are you okay with going out a loser? I mean, I have 20 something years of experience in that field. I used to it right now. Put along by the intensity of the demonocrat person in front of me, I agreed to become her dear master. Yay! Now things are as they should be. Oh, there are the command spells. She takes a hold of my hand and helps me to my feet. On the hand had grabbed comes a sudden warmth, and then a sharp pain, like I had been cut by a knife. On the back of my hand, a stout tattooed is a strange symbol that looks like some kind of crash. Totally confused, I alternate between staring at the mark on my hand and the person standing before me. And then, a noise behind me brings me back to my senses. I forgot about this thing. Turning around, I see that the effigy from before is still there, now in a fighting stance. I wince uncontrollably, recalling my previous defeat at its hand. Master, if you're in trouble, will you please leave this to me? I will obliterate that worthless wooden toy and erase any trace of its existence from this world. I have skills. Since I could use them before, I have nothing. I haven't yet another charge. Just that. So, if I remember right, it's guard for attack, attack for break, break for guard, attack, attack, attack. Okay, so caster didn't use any spell. She was just going to town with her bare hand. Well, not bare hands, just a mirror. Yep. Attack, 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 attack. This caster needs no magic. Ooh, level up. 1000 PPT. Oh, something point. Master MP, Servant HP, MP, skill point. Oh, skill. Oh, that's how I enter skill, probably. I have to use skill points. The battery effigy stops moving. There's no way it would still function after being effectively torn apart. Well, not exactly torn apart. It was more like bashed in the head with a mirror multiple times. Thanks to you, my dear master, I was able to win while using only 5% of my power. She continues to talk, however, the sound of her voice doesn't quite reach my ears. The heat coming from the mark on my hand grew in intensity during the fight, and the resulting pain has become unbearable and burns through my consciousness. Again, I still think this is great. The mark imprinted on your hand is their command seal. It's proof that you hold dominion over a servant. You can use it to give 3 orders that must be obeyed. Think of them as disposable strengthening spells. You can use one in one for lewd orders. It's also proof of your participation in the Holy Grail War. If you lose it for some reason, you will die. Once again, I hear that voice. I somehow managed to ignore the pain and listen to what he has to say. I can understand your confusion, but before I forget, congratulations. You have endured much to make it here. Now rest for a while. You achieve your first goal. I, if it's Kirei, I just know that congratulations was an Yorokobe. It was an incredibly clumsy effort to say the least, but that's what made it all the more entertaining. I had this duty for a long time, but this is the first time I see a master as helpless as you. Oh, it's definitely Kirei. Nevertheless, be proud of your achievement. Your quick thinking came as a result of nerves and rashness. Thinking about it, the voice sounds like that of a 30-year-old. Oh, it's Kirei. 30-year-old man, and is really irritatingly smug. It's Kirei, my friends. For some reason, I can see the owner of the voice as a priest dressed in a somber cap. They're not trying to hide it. Oh, you are curious about my identity? I am honored, but that is insignificant. I am merely a part of the system. I am just a guide, tasked with giving a standard message and given the personality of a prior participant. I am no more than words, no more than the mountain you just conquered, no more than a record of the past. A record. So if I raise any objections to this voice, does it mean I won't receive any answers in return? Exactly. Well, this is unexpected. You have received a commendation. Something about you having a light. I have no clue who would say such a thing about me. But that short phrase struck my heart because for some unknown reason I knew the words were sincere. And as for I expect good things from you, it seems like more of a command than encouragement. No, let us commence your baptisms. You have proven yourself worthy of the honor. For most, the monotony of everyday life continues on without end. Your decision to look beyond the accepted and progress means you have earned the right to exist. However, you have but taken the first step. Be jubilant, young knight, for the Holy Grail War begins now. I have no idea what he's talking about. The Holy Grail War? The right to exist? That is correct. An object of great power once existed in the world, one that could grant any desire. People called it the Holy Grail, and fought endlessly in an attempt to gain sole possession of it. This war, the system you find yourself in now, is an evolution of those struggles. We stand at the entrance of a deadly struggle where many Magi will perish in pursuit of the Holy Grail. This time, Maggie, had I not bestowed upon her desire, you'd be merely saints capable of committing sin. Now, fight to the death. The fiery throne of heaven will only receive those with the strongest of desires. The voice reverberates throughout this hidden chapel, as if it were the voice of a god. Kill, Maggie, Holy Grail that grants wishes? These questions and more swirl inside my head and almost seem to carve themselves into my flesh. In war, a weapon is needed. This is your servant. There the spear that pierces, the shield that protects. A legendary soul whose, whose purpose is to carry your way to the grail. That is the one that stands beside you. I look over at the young woman with the fox tail, who returns my look with a glowing smile. She is my servant. It seems you have decided, and with that decision as payment, I now open the gates to the Holy Grail War. The marks on my hand, my command seal, once again begin to become excruciatingly painful. It's over. I can't take it anymore. I reach the limits of my endurance, and my mind starts to shut down as I lose consciousness. I can vaguely hear the voice's final words. Now, let the Holy Grail War begin. No matter the era, deciding who is worthy through battle is the divine providence of man. Maggie, who have been invited here by the moon, show me your true strength. Not now. The mire of the everyday is what's off. A war between Maggie. The wheel of fate turns. Week 1, Temporal Sword. And defend the value of your life. First week. The first selection. Combatants remaining 128. It's morning! Whoa! The sky burns. Houses collapse into ruin. People fall to the ground. Roads come to an end. The conflict started here. With this, the world that was will be restored. It is here that I alone had survived. Don't remember, never forget. For breathing is salvation and sin, never forget. I was born from projection. This must be a nightmare. This had to be somewhere. It could be anywhere. These events that occur in the true memories of childhood. A torrent of blood falls, and a voice resonating with bitter resentment can be heard. Wives fade away without a thought. Friends, family, strangers, all gone. Soldiers with guns, families trying to hold together. A grotesque struggle to the last, until a gentle peace descends as death comes to claim them. I could not accept all I have seen. The question of why never left me. Even with the divide between comfort and catastrophe, why did such a tragedy occur? No, more importantly, why has this world been turned into a hell on earth? A gentle rain begins to fall. All things once living fade away, leaving only one behind. Amidst the helpless and despair, their souls' last feelings are of rage and regret. The rain wets their cheeks as their eyes close one last time, dying forgotten and alone. Saying this, I struggle to rise from the depths of death. I will not accept what I have been shown. If I can live again, I will definitely be there, but there are no second chances, and before long, the rain has quenched this scorching earth. Never forget, I was born from projection. What that means? Somehow, please don't forget it. It seems I saw some sort of twisted, distorted dream. With that, I wake up in the nurse's office. I must collapse into a spot here. So, what's that word? The effigy that blocked my way and that servant. Oh, a dream as well? You could say it was just a gas explosion. No, this nurse's office is far different than the one I knew. It's similar, but off somehow. Oh, there she is. Ah, good morning, my dear master. I'm glad to see if you finally decided to wake up. The overwhelming, unforgettable presence of someone suddenly appears beside my bed. I thought I was dreaming, but the reason they are real. There's no way to mistake her for human. But after seeing her incredible powers in the fight against the effigy, I don't care what she is. If you had died, I was going to curse everyone inside. Anyway, welcome to the Holy Grail War. You do know all about the Holy Grail War, right? Yes, of course. Ah, I'm so sorry. I should have expected nothing less from my master. Okay, now that's out of the way, let's get to the important stuff. Do you know what servants are? Yes, of course. And now I just thought about it, but uh, if there's someone watching this and they don't know the Fate franchise, I should have chosen to do explanations, right? Oh well. I'm sorry, of course you know. By the way, my class is caster. My spell search is wrong rage magic. My fighting style might be a teensy bit difficult to get a handle on. I apologize for that. Caster. She seems unusually outgoing, but there's no denying her ability as a servant. Wait, if all servants are legendary souls, I wonder who Caster was in real life. Hmm? My true name? I'm far too insignificant for you to bother with my true name, Master. Please, just call me Caster. That way, my identity won't be revealed to our enemies, who could then use it against us. With that, my servant disappears into the other. However, I can feel their presence nearby. They must be staying out of sight when they are not needed, so their identity can't be compromised. But how their identity would be guessed just by their appearance is beyond me. Ah, Neo, you're finally awake. I'm so relieved. Hello, Sakura. You don't seem to have any injuries, so feel free to leave when you feel like it. Or are you no BB is just on CCC if I remember right. Also, all of your memories have been restored by this seraph, so do not worry. Any magi that seek the Holy Grail have their memories suppressed, and are given those of your students. Only masters who manage to recover themselves are allowed to enter the main tournament. Now that you have regained your memories, please review them to make sure they are complete. Regain my memories? That's not right. Outside of my name, I can't recall anything of my past. I realized that everyone around me was forced to believe they were normal students. However, I cannot remember a single thing that happened to me before then. Your memory restoration failed? I cannot help you. I, Sakuramato, am just a custodian AI. My complaints are totally ignored. It seems that she can't act beyond her programming. Oh, I should give it this to you before I forget. Portable terminal. She gives me some kind of portable terminal. I assume it's for getting messages and whatnot. As a participant, you should pay attention to any message that appear on your terminal. And press Dragon or in the arena to bring up the terminal menu. In the terminal menu, you can check on your server's current congestion by selecting the status menu option. You can view the information you get on your opponent by choosing the matrix menu option. Select the equip menu option to change equipment, see where the equipment, item, assistant, save. Okay. Can I speak to you? Hello Neil, have you met Father Cotomini yet? Oh, we have met, don't worry about it. Good luck in the tournament. It will test your limits. Search. Why is it that the bats in the north office kind of make me think dirty thoughts? Oh, why indeed? Let's leave the nurse's office and go somewhere. The garden? Can you go to the garden? A faint voice can be heard coming from inside the chapel. I wonder if a service is being held now. But as I try to move closer to better hear the muffled voice, my body refuses to cooperate. Oh. Okay, let's go back. It is here. The nurses. Don't know. You. Finally, the Holy Grail War is officially underway. Seeing as my memories were sealed away during the prelims, I'm surprised I made it this far. This far. No. It's the bathroom. Okay, no it isn't. Where do I have to go? The door to the supply room is locked tight. Actually, it feels like it is sealed shut somehow rather than mirror locked. Where do I have to go? There... Can someone tell me? Main gate. Main gate is tight is sealed. It looks like the only way to get out of this place is to be the last one standing. Seriously? Where? No? The first floor then. I think. I don't know anymore. Oh, maybe the place that we were before. Maybe. I don't know. Here, the entrance is sealed tight. Okay, so we are going to end this video right here. In the next one, we'll find where you have to go. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe if you want, it helps a lot. And until the next video.